Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is the sequel to the popular horror game Five Nights at Freddy's, that released in 2014 and made by Scott Cawthon. The game series quickly blew up. I started liking the games when the second game came out, and when that was happening, I was also, and I am still, obsessed with Lego. Even back then, I was watching Lego Five Nights at Freddy's videos and seeing the custom minifigures of the past. And this is going to be part 2 of my Five Nights at Freddy's 2 custom minifigure showcase. This episode being the Wizards. Make sure to like and subscribe so that way we can get to part 3 quickly. Alright, let's start, shall we?
Pretty sure that's Freddy.
Oh, god damn it! You're Freddy! Where are you going?
This I'm out.
Okay, so first up on the chopping block will be my Withered Freddy figure. As you can see, this one is pretty good. It's mostly the same as the others. But I had to make this figure 3 times for the FNAF 2 showcase. But overall, I feel like it's really good. Way better than my older Withered Freddy's. Those ones just look like FNAF 1 Freddy, but just dirtier. And yeah, and I even used the same technique for the jaw with the magnet. So that way it's a nice smooth connection. And what I use for the helmet piece is I use this knockoff Flash. I don't know what version of Flash this is. I think this might be like dark Flash, or something like that. I just cut off the wings and stuff like that and just sculpted all of the detail. And that's what this Freddy is underneath. And for all the detail is sculpted as usual. Including the teeth and the eyes. Yeah, I use the Help Wanted model for it to get all of the damages where they are normally. And yeah, this is Withered Freddy.
Give me back my fucking face.
Okay, let's get to my personal favorite, Withered Bonnie. This was the first one I did, and I'm really happy with how he turned out. I feel like he turned out way better than my older one. He has all wires coming out of him. Instead of cutting off half the arm, I decided not to do it. I cut off this piece and glued it right here, and it has wires coming out on the side of the torso. The head is actually the little minifigure rabbit helmet from like the collectible minifigure series. There we go. I'm just focusing in, and yeah, I think I put glow in the paint on the eyes so that way they can glow. And I just cut off the front of the minifigure rabbit helmet, and then also cut off the ears and then glued on my own. Also got a custom jaw piece. The head doesn't turn. That's because I cut off a little bit of the neck piece, painted it silver, and glued it on. The foot I replaced with skeleton foot that I sculpted the toe detail on. And the hand isn't the normal minifigure hand that you're used to. What it is I'm just gonna pop up the whole arm for a second. Is I cut off this part of the hand, and then I cut off a skeleton hand and I glued them together. So that way you kind of get like an endoskeleton hand. And I feel like it works really well to distinguish what would be part of the actual like the suit, and what would be part of the endoskeleton. sculpted bow tie. He also, if I move him down, he has the bottom jaw on this right here. Yeah, and his little wires poking out right there, all of the tears that you would normally see. Yeah, that's Withered Bonnie.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, next up we have Withered Chica. I really like this one too. The helmet is made up of this knockoff Flash helmet. Well, this one's reverse Flash, but and it is also using the magnet technique with a clear head underneath. And then this is a Ninjago movie bottom mask piece that is flipped up backwards that I sculpted the teeth onto. And the reason why the helmet's important is that the helmet kind of keeps it in place a little bit. Not really, actually, not really, but chill. And the hands are, the arms are minifigure arms with the ball joint, with the little peg cut off and then sculpted over, so that way it's more rounded. The hands are gone, and then I just glued in some wire inside of the hands. Had this especially sculpt the toes for her, since her feet look different than the other characters. I'm really happy with how she turned out. That I made the eyes wider that they're supposed to be. I paid attention to these figures because the last Withered animatronic minifigures that I've made, I've never been happy with any of the past ones. These are like the first ones that I'm like happy with. Sorry, I got a new cat. She's scratching up my chair. Yeah, so this is Withered Chica. Next up, we're gonna get to one that I just finished today because I procrastinate a lot. Withered Foxy. He's pretty similar to my other Foxies. The other Foxies I've made, he has an opening and closing jaw. Using the same technique as I have with the other ones. He has no missing holes on his head because I couldn't figure out how to make it look good. So what I just did is on this big part, I sculpted silver where like you would be able to see silver. And my cat is trying to get on my table. Yeah, did the same hand technique for Withered Bonnie on this one. Made a hook out of a wire. And then for the legs, I cut off half of them and I glued some skeleton legs with sculpted toes, with sculpted more accurate toes on there. Chopped off like a whole piece of his torso. Yeah, made sure I got every accurate bit of detail. Excited for that. Alright, so this is Foxy, Withered Foxy.
They're trying to be, yeah, they're trying to be, she wanted me, hey, this is a,
Alright, last but not least, we have Golden Freddy. Withered Golden Freddy. I like the color I chose for him. He's not like a yellow like my last one. I'm pretty sure for this one I used King's Gold. I'm pretty sure I used this King's Gold. And it worked out really good. Again, same way I did the Freddy head, but instead of painting the eyes on, I sculpt, since the head is already black, I figured I would just sculpt the eyes inward, so that way he looks like his eyes are like a vast emptiness. Also, again, same technique with the magnet, so that way the head is, even though the head is a little bit looser and the head is not going to be able to click into place, it will still be nice and secure. He's missing an ear. That's like pretty much the only real difference in the head sculpt in between these two Freddys is the ear. The bow tie is probably a little bit bigger. If I were to go back, I would make the bow tie a little smaller, but it's too late for that now. pretty dirty, I would say. This figure is. You can't really make him sit, but if I ever wanted to, I could. I'm sure I could. Also, there's the two wires coming out of his eye. So, I guess that's another difference in the head sculpt. I had to sculpt this one twice for the next video, which will be the secret characters, which will not going to include the endoskeleton because I have not yet figured out a way to do that. I will figure out a way to do that eventually, but the secret characters for the next part will be the two of them that are already done, which are Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie, and then I have to just finish JJ. So yeah. And that was my part 2 to my 5 Nights at Freddy's custom minifigure showcase. Sorry it took so long, but it was worth the wait, I would say. Part 2 will be, not 2, 3 will be coming out soon. I have to finish JJ. That should be it, and then we're on the FNAF 3 next. So yeah, just make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, leave any comments that you want to leave. It always helps out, and I like doing this for you guys, even though it takes a while in between videos. Making minifigures takes a long time, but I like doing it. I like showing it to you guys, and you guys have a great rest of your night. This has been GHD, and I did some stuff.